Good morning, YouTube. Yeah, still haven't got my voice back all the way yet. And I got a tooth infection. Only because I was eating peanuts and part of the peanut cut the inside of my mouth. So, I'm doing this while the pain is not there. I am cleaning it out with salt water every day, twice a day, sometimes more. But the infection from cutting that has gone up into my nasal cavity. That's why I sound funny. I thought I'd do a spread for you guys today. I don't know why. Something said do cards, so I just said okay. It's a Thankful Thursday as well, so I'd like to know what y'all are thankful for this fine Thursday. I'm thankful that I'm still here. To be honest. Okay. So while I still can talk. Okay. Free will. The path you choose is entirely up to you. Okay? So I don't know what paths because usually think of it as a path going this way. One going this way, one going this way. Whichever one you go on is up to you. But remember, they sometimes have different results. Afraid is your next card. It's time to let go of any insecurities. So, on this path, if you have any insecurities about yourself or about the world around you, before you step on whatever path you choose, maybe you should look at that as well. Okay? Don't be afraid once you... Honesty. Relationships need trust. And this is never a truer statement with any kind of relationship. Friendship didn't matter. Okay? You gotta be able to trust each other. If you don't, then, well, you don't. And the relationship will crumble. Faithfulness. Fidelity builds strong relationships. Again, this is true in friendship and in romantic relationships too. Don't step out on, especially in marriages and things. You gotta remember too, if someone's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. But if you really, really like the person, stay faithful. It'll build a very strong relationship. Excuse me. admitting it's okay to admit errors and put them right. Yes, very true. And I understand that there are some people that have trouble with this one, only because they see it as they never want to admit when they are wrong. They want to put the blame on other people, but that's not right. Okay, so go ahead and admit if you screwed up, correct the error, and then move on. Okay. Teamwork. Be united for a good relationship. Yes, relationships are always a two-way street. Okay, always. Again, with the path. Okay, they're always a two-way street. There's no in between. Okay, it's always a two-way street, and everybody's got to give and take the same. Now, I do get that in some relationships, there's a stay-at-home mother. That's what I was. And then a person that works outside the home. Well, he could have worked inside the home if he really wanted to, I think. But I think because of what he chose to do, it necessarily chose him, but he worked outside the house. So it was my job to make sure that not only William was taken care of, but I had to do the cooking and the cleaning and all that, and it didn't bother me. That was my pulling my weight, or at least attempting to. So I wasn't the greatest at it. I'm still not the greatest at the cleaning thing, but I'm working on it. Ahead. Focus on what's in front. So if you're something's coming in the future for you. Not sure what that may be, but focus on what's front on what you're manifesting. Okay. Someone brought a good point yesterday when I was watching YouTube. She said, if you're seeing things that you really, really want, you don't have to be afraid to say, oh, well, that would be nice. Don't say anything after that, because sometimes that's God telling you you've been manifesting specific things, a house, car, blah, blah, blah. And I'm willing to give it to you if you put in the work. So, put in the work. Separation. Separation is not the end. In some cases, no. I heard of a relationship yesterday that really could have used a break. From what I understand, the fiance or the boyfriend asked the girl to marry him. She turned him down because she wanted to focus on the career. And it's been like that for years. Okay, way too many. And then I hear that there was posts telling him to put a ring on it, blah, 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 blah. If she's already turned him down, and he's probably asked her several times, I think he needs to take a break, step back, and then he needs to decide whether she's worth waiting for, or maybe she just wants to use him for sex. I know Um, these days, there's a lot of people out there that say, well, you don't need to get married anymore. There's no need. When I was that type of person for a long time. Now, in some ways, I still am, only because I don't like the government being up in my business. However, being married is more than just, it's as long as you're focused on each other and not what the government's going to take or give to you from this marriage, you can keep them out of it, other than the stupid piece of paper. They didn't have, um, before 1920, people could get married and they didn't need the government's permission. So, um, they could still go to the church and get married if that's what they chose. They could get a justice of the peace and get married that way. They didn't have to get the government involved. You know, there wasn't a piece of paper telling the to tell the government you're together back then. I wish it was still that way, but it is what it is. Then, like I said, okay, so in that case, I think those two should separate. Um, if she chooses to marry him after all, I'd be telling her it's way too late, especially after all that time. Okay? I am one of those people that I hadn't been for a long time until I did a lot of praying and a lot of thinking about it. The next time I am with somebody, I'm basically going to tell him this. Until you put a ring on it and we actually get married, I'm not opening my legs for you. Period. I am not putting the cart before the horse anymore. That's not happening. And it's pretty sad that it took me almost 48 years to figure that out for myself. But I'm not doing it again. So, and I haven't been intimate with somebody for a very long time. So, anyway. Stability. Stability is your next one. Set a solid foundation. Again, this refers to making sure you put the horse and then the cart instead of the other way around when your relationship. Making sure you're friends, making sure that you completely understand each other in, out, upside down, whatever. Okay? In order to make a solid foundation with each other, you need to do that. Okay? Do all the things. And still focus and on what's in front, and rather than what you can get out of it. Manifest what you want for yourself. The type of person you want, what you want him or her to look like, how you want them to speak to you, how you want them to act with you, how, if you have children already from a previous marriage, how you want them to treat your children or child. You have to think about all of these things. The type of person I want needs to understand a lot more about me than most. And that's okay. He's going to have to understand I come with what they would call baggage. Okay? I have to, I poke, and a lot of guys don't like that idea. But life is what it is. They have to respect me, respect my boundaries, respect my kid, respect my dog. They have to speak to me like a lady. They have to treat me like a lady. Now, they have to spoil me rotten and give me gifts and da-da-da-da-da-da. No. They don't have to if they don't want to. I'm not about money. Never have been, never will be. Would I like to have said money? Yeah. Every person would. But I'm not about that. It would be nice to have, yes. But it's not the driving force for what I want. And I hope it isn't for you either. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this reading. Thought I'd do it while I could still, while I still had medicine helping me. Because it'll be wearing off soon. Not to mention I wrenched my back, so yeah. So I'm going to have the heating pad on me later. Anyway, hope you enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I will try to come on tomorrow. If I can't, it's either because I'm in too much pain or whatever. I wasn't going to come on because William's home, but he's actually upstairs. We didn't actually end up falling asleep until, after 1. And I probably was awake until after 2 because I had to take some more medicine before I went to bed. And put Vapor Rub on. Someone suggested for me to put ice on my cheek, and that didn't work. The only thing that seemed to work was ibuprofen, some hemp gummies, and Vapor Rub on my cheek. Like right here because the peanut basically got up and cut into one of my teeth, into my skin. And so, it was way, way back here. So, even my ear hurts. But, yeah. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I am going to try to eat something too before the pain gets too bad, because the pain's been so bad I haven't eaten much either. So, because every time I eat, I just end up in some serious freaking pain. Like literally last few days, all I've been doing is eating dinner pretty much. And I only eat little bits of it, and then I can't eat it anymore. But anyways, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Peace.